Hello, everybody. Good day. It's so nice to have you here. Welcome you to today's episode of our podcast, and it's my pleasure to be your host. My name is Gloria, aka Queen Glow, and as always, as promised, today promises to be very exciting. Today's topic is another one that is going to wow you. Now, in the previous episode, we were able to discuss a very controversial topic, and the topic was the misconceptions of feminism. So, if you're yet to watch that, please go to the handle of our studio, and you can be able to follow up on that. And let's hear what you have to say. Okay. So, this is brought to you by Copper Studios, right? And it's situated somewhere in the heart of Lagos. Now, today we are going to be talking about another exciting topic. Yeah. And as always, you guys know that I always cross 7 rivers and 7 miles to get the people that's going to come here to talk about these topics with us. So today I have 3 distinguished people with me, right? And they're going to do a lot of justice to this. Now, the topic we have for today is... Are we going to have drum rolls? Okay, so we're going to be talking about arranged marriages, right? The topic for today is we are going to be exploring the evolution and the impact of arranged marriages in the modern society. Now, let's do a quick scenario, okay? So have you ever come in contact with some people that, let me say to the ladies now, because they're the ones that, we always get so, oh my God, she's getting married and all that. And then maybe a friend of yours tells you that, oh, I'm getting married. And you're like, oh, who's the lucky guy? And then all of a sudden she's like, my dear, is one guy like that my father said I should marry. Madam, I don't understand. So we're going to be talking about these things, right? Arranged marriages. What is it about? What do people say it is? Is it something that is actually beneficial? Is it something that has been scrapped off in the modern society? We are going to discuss this. And today, I have 2 gentlemen and a lady here to do justice to this topic. So, as always, ladies first. So, I'll start with the lady. Her name is Mrs. Rose. Rose. She is a barrister. I had to look at her very well if I continue. She's a barrister, okay? And then the second person is an MC and a content creator who goes by the name Moses. And the third, but not the least person is Callistus, even though he prefers that I call him Chinedu. Sorry. Is it Chinedu that is his name? Sorry. Chinwuba. It's Moses that is the Chinedu. Yes, I'll keep mixing up these names. I don't know why they are insisting on those names, but then, so let's get to meet them and let's see what they have to say. So you guys have 30 seconds to tell us 1 or 2 things about yourself. Okay, so let's start from the lady, our barrister.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's get to meet you, tell us what you do, and any other fun parts about you that you want us to know about.
It's nice to be here. My name is Rose. Yes, I'm a barrister. That's basically it.
Own it.
I'm a Christian. I'm married.
Yeah. So in case you're looking, she's taking. Yeah.
Okay. I do legal stuff basically.
Okay.
I run some businesses here and there. Let's leave it at that. I think that's
multiple
cool.
streams.
Oh my God, multiple
Yes.
streams of income. Gosh.
Wow.
All right, so nice to have you here with us to talk about this topic.
Okay,
And the next person is Moses Chinedu. Why are you blushing?
Hi guys, my name is Chinedu Omekodima Chinedu Moses. I am a master of ceremony, stand-up comedian, content creator, and I do a lot of things for a living. Yes, that's it basically. I am from Anambra State and I'm single.
Why are you shooting your shots?
I like
Why are
Very
you
important.
shooting?
Very important.
Okay, so it's nice to have you here with us.
Thank you.
And the last but not the least, our engineer in the ass.
Hi everyone, my name is Chinwuba. I am a maintenance engineer and currently I work for the T-Benz brand. T-Benz brand is a brand that is into fashion. We do shoes, Chelsea boots, female heels and different things actually. Just if you contact us, you would be wowed by what we can do. Thank you.
Okay, so it's nice to have us all gathered here to talk about this topic, arranged marriages. When we talk of arranged marriages, what do you think it means? What comes to mind? So, mini. Let's start with you, Moses. Arranged marriages. What do you think it is?
When you bring A and you say A, I'm sure you fit into B, and then you bring two of them together. Well, basically, for me, my understanding of arranged marriages, from the word, it's an arrangement of two people coming together. They might probably not know themselves, so this act is done by basically parents of these individuals, bring them together to merge them and become husband and wives. And sometimes this act is being done because they want to strengthen relationship between both families, social and economic values come into place also. And like they say, like terms, they just want, I am rich, you're rich, I have a son, you have a daughter. Let our children just get married and let the wealth continue like that. They just want to maintain that class. So that's how I say it.
Okay. So, Rose, what do you think?
I think arranged marriage is just what he said, but then I feel that sometimes the people arranging have some selfish reasons for doing that.
Okay.
In the sense that they feel, okay, this lady, she's well groomed, she's this, and maybe my son is not so wonderful. I think she's going to do all the work that is needed, to make him come up, make him stand out and everything. So everybody's looking for some sort of quality, some sort of value that the other person will bring into the so-called marriage. That's what I think.
All right, that's cool. So let's hear you.
Okay, even though I want to agree with some of your definitions, it's marriage in its broad sense has everything to do with value, what you bring in the table. So arranged marriage could just be a way of enhancing some certain values between two families. Some people do it for business purposes, and sometimes it is without the consent of both parties, sometimes with the consent of just one. So it's an old tradition, actually.
Okay, so when you say it's an old tradition, so are we saying that this concept of arranged marriage is outdated, or is it something that is still in vogue? Does it still happen?
Yes, it still happens.
It still happens.
Okay, let us even look at it. I believe that most of the time the only book that will tell you more about the history of mankind is the scriptures, the Bible. So arranged marriage is as old as you can think of it from various books in the Bible. Let's take for example, in 1 Kings chapter 1 verse 2, you see David getting married or being merged with a girl called Abishag.
Okay.
So David was nursed by Abishag's breast most of the time. Now this was to keep David warm because David was old. And so they needed someone that would take care of David. So Abishag was the arranged woman. And it worked out fine because that also helps David somehow to live out his life peacefully.
Okay.
So coming to the modern day, our local traditions and all that, most of our parents came through arranged marriage. If you check very well, a good number of the parents in Nigeria today, they just walk up to their husband or met in the street like we usually do now. They must have maybe, I have the son of the so and so person, I have the of this kind. Let's see what we can do. And then marriage agreement is met and it happens.
Okay.
So in the modern day also, you see it happen with
I think it's very scarce.
rich. No, it happens, particularly with arranged marriage is even more with the rich class now.
For me, I am opportune to be in that. I don't know how to put it. As a master of ceremony, I've been hosting weddings for professionally for over 6 years now,
So you
and
should
I
have
can
seen
tell you,
more.
yes, I can tell you that there are certain weddings that are arranged. You will know.
You would know. It's obvious.
So
I am
is it
wi-
based on the chemistry of the
Not chemistry, like I said, like
Different things can come to play.
different. Yes, like you said, different things come to play. But for me, what most of the things I see is the continuity of the wealth. They want, I am wealthy, you're wealthy. Let us merge and form a
And
force.
become a
Yeah.
mega force.
Do you understand? So that is basically it.
Okay, so are we saying that this is purely arranged marriages are purely just because for wealth continuity? Does it have anything to
I
do
think
with
that's part of it.
does it have anything to do with tradition?
Yes, it has. It has.
Tradition, culture, does it undermine one's right? You know, as a human being, you have the right to be able to choose who you want to spend the rest of your life with. So, but when arranged marriages come into play, does it undermine you know your right as an individual to be able to choose who you want to settle down with, or is it just we'll just go with whatever flows?
I think it has to do with tradition to a certain extent. That's why you see a young girl, her dowry has been paid since the age of 3, waiting for her to mature.
She's betrothed already.
Betrothed already
Before
to
she
someone.
knows what marriage is
Before
about.
she even knows what marriage is about. And then once she's 15 or 18, you see somebody come to take her and she's wondering what's happening here. They've done it a long time ago, my sister. Just follow your...
Baba.
Do you understand? So I think it has to do with tradition as well.
Yes.
Okay. So tradition. Someone also told me something about it also having to do with religion.
Wow.
Like I
Yes.
said.
So does anybody?
I just quoted from the
Okay,
Bible
you
now.
said something about David.
Yes.
So
That's like an
religion.
exception now.
It's not exception. How did Isaac meet Rebecca?
Tell us.
Because he was old.
Isaac.
David was old at the
Yes.
time, right?
Okay. How did Joseph meet Mary?
We were not there.
We were told that Mary was betrothed to Joseph.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Well, that's true.
That's
And so no, like the first question I asked, I was like, is it something that is outdated? But you said no, that is not outdated.
What I'm trying to
It's
say
still
is that
happening.
it is old and not outdated.
It is
It
just
has
old.
taken different forms in recent times.
Yes.
So are we going to say now that arranged marriages are actually forced marriages? Is that what we're saying?
Yes, it is.
For you?
Rose,
Sometimes.
can you shed more light? What do you think? Are
So
all arranged marriages, are they actually forced?
Well, not really, but most of the time I feel that they are. Because this has to do with consent. Do you really want this person? Do you know the person in the first place to say, okay, we're going to do forever? It's just my son, he's abroad and he's so well-to-do. He can take care of you. I know your mother trained you well, blah, blah, blah. The next thing, you just see one guy show off, with some small beers here and there, and he's coming to tell you, and my mother said, you're good. Can we? Which school did you go to? This one, that one. And the next thing, he's already throwing shots and telling you how you're his wife, how he's,
Yeah, Odogu.
yeah. So to me, that's more like, bros, you're forcing me into this thing, and I don't even know you from Adams. So I think it is forced. I don't know what my brothers here will say.
Yeah, well, it's you people. Sorry to say, because it's you people. They said there is a particular section in the Nigerian people that they used to say our mommy say
You must
that
marry
we
from
should
here.
we should marry this side.
I don't
Our
understand.
mommy
Well,
I think I was a victim of this same thing too.
Wow.
Yeah. So
His
I was-
people, abi?
This
I shouldn't have mentioned where I come from. Anyways, I don't want to believe
I'm not trying
that.
to victimize you,
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I had
sure.
a life experience with that. So I was dating this guy, and we were all good, fine, cute, tall, just name it.
Oh my God.
Know their fines
Oh my
from
God.
that side.
Thank you.
Oh, what's
Like,
this?
no, thank you.
So next thing, he's like, okay, it's time to meet my mom, and then I get to meet her. Nne, where are you from? The moment I said where I was from, it was like the whole building should just fall on me, because she
Wow.
looked at me with disdain.
Content.
Is she learned?
Content.
She's learned,
It doesn't-
very learned, and that's how it didn't work because of just that.
Just that.
Just that. So,
But you're from his tribe, just that you're not from his state.
yes. So some guys have to marry from their tribe, their state, their town, their local government.
I think there's a reason
And even-
for
and even
there's
the
a
same
reason for
village.
it.
Yeah, the same village.
There's a reason for it, honestly speaking.
Okay.
I don't want to. Okay, let me just say something about that. Then I'll talk about the arranged marriage. Now, one of the reasons why people from my tribe, my place, marry from the same place, they want to, like, according to what my dad told me, so that if there are disputes between families, you don't have to travel all the way. You just something you go and knock the next door. Do you understand?
Waiting for this space.
But then
Well,
there
but
will
it
always
happens,
be
do you understand?
disputes
There will always-
in marriage relationships. So I
Well,
don't see-
when we say dispute, we are not talking about something very fragile, something as heavy as leading to maybe divorce or something like that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You
Not-
can easily call Kingsman. You can easily
If
talk
I,
to.
if I would cut in, if I would cut into it, let me tell you something. Even if you marry with someone who's at your backyard.
Sorry, before you continue, I'm not. My mom is saying.
No, I know,
I'm not saying
I
no.
know. I know what I'm saying. Even if you marry with someone who's at your backyard, a marriage that will crash. A marriage that
Yes.
will stay. So that is not excuse enough. But that's not the topic for today.
Yes, that's not the
so
topic.
Let's continue
It's,
that.
So-
it's
marriage.
somehow
It's-
intertwined,
yes.
actually. It is intertwined.
I understand. If we are going into this, it's going to be very, very deep. And there are some things I don't want to.
Yeah.
We don't need to start talking here.
Because we will not finish
We
it.
will not
today.
finish it. So let's
Okay.
continue with that topic.
Okay, so what do you think is the mental state of people that go into arranged marriages, and is it something you would, give a thumbs up to? Is it something you would, say, well, we can go ahead with it, or anybody that wants to do that can do that? What do you think about it?
For me, I feel the percentage of people going to arrange marriage, percentage of those that are really happy compared to those that are sad is very, very low. Because most of the time, you find yourself in an arranged marriage, if you're lucky enough. Because this thing is somebody you don't know, you've not been with this person, no form of connection. You just heard that there's this guy somewhere that you're going to get married to. If you're lucky enough, you guys get along, and then feelings begin to grow, and then understanding and all of that come into play, and then you guys are happy. But it is when it is the opposite, you meet somebody that you're not happy with, because I don't think for me it's going to work. It cannot work. I will always be upset. I don't know you. I don't
There's no
like you.
joy.
You can't force. I can't be happy. There's nothing you do that will make me happy. So I'm trying to put myself in their state. It's not going to be funny.
But
And at the end of the day-
it works then, no?
That's what I'm saying. Well, it worked them because they were forced. People are exposed now to a lot of things, information here and there. People know their right from their left now. So you cannot compare those days to now. A lot of things has come into play. So I don't know. If you give me somebody that I will change that for you. Why am I saying this? Okay, recently my mom has been sending me phone numbers and pictures of ladies.
Yeah,
Check this
yeah.
one, it's on Facebook.
Yeah.
See, and I told her, Mom, please stop this thing. Stop.
Are you sure you are not Hakimi?
Do you understand? No. I don't like this. I don't like her.
No, but she has your best interest at
Say you
heart.
must marry this year today. This year is the
She wants
I will
grandchildren.
marry,
Hello.
but let me calm down, please.
She's putting you on the spot.
Okay, guys, so let's just take a little commercial break, and after that we'll be right back to continue with this topic. Stay tuned.
Yes. You understand? Now, coming to the issue you raise, I don't think it will cost us, or whatever it costs us in doing another election, if this one is cancelled,
Okay.
will tantamount to what Nigeria will gain as a nation if you have sanity in this country. We have a lot of money. A lot of money has been going down the drains. We are trying to establish a leadership that Nigerians will be proud of, that will take Nigeria away from the doldrum we are now.
Okay, hi guys, welcome back, and this is Let's Talk with Glow. Okay, so we've been talking about arranged marriages, the impacts of arranged marriages in modern society, and our guests are still fully loaded to give us much more insights on this. So I believe I asked before the commercial break if we think that arranged marriages and forced marriages are, is this same kwano? Is that the English? If they are still in pari passu, if they go hand in hand. So I still want us to talk about that. Let's shed more lights on it. So let's start with you, Kali.
Okay. I am of the opinion that not all arranged marriages are forced. Of course, most of them in the past or even in the present has to do with a little bit of persuasion. We know. But even when you get married to the lady you want to get married to, before you approach her or approach him, if it happens that the lady has to approach the guy, it's a way of persuasion also. You may not call it force as it is, but at the end of the day, somebody has to approach somebody and talk to somebody. The process of convincing that person is persuasion, and at the end of the day, it's not also a guarantee that it would work. I've seen a relationship of 12 years that led to marriage, and the marriage is not existing as we speak. That it is forceful or not, or that it has to do without your consent or not, it's not actually the reason why that marriage would stay or not. Now, I am of the opinion that marriage is between two mumu. Yes.
Okay.
Every marriage that has succeeded
Yes,
is between
now.
two mumu.
Okay, mumus that like each
Yeah,
other.
that likes each other.
Okay.
You will become mumu for your partner
I want it to work.
because you want it to work. There are a lot of things that are sacrificed on the altar of marriage, which many people in our time today are not willing to sacrifice.
At all.
I come from a different home, you come from a different home, and we want to marry. I have various concepts and ideology about life. How do I bring it into play? Does it help our union? If it does not, let me take it out, at least for now. Maybe later in the future, I can find a way, when I've learned about who my partner is, I can find a way to bring it in. But most of the time, you find out that everybody wants to hold their pride and their ego. And marriage would not work with such ideology. You understand?
Okay.
So, also, even when it has to do with, how do I put it? When it has to do with the elites, the ruling class, or these people who think, a lot of things are also sacrificed. I'm bringing my daughter, who is probably the MD of a particular company, and my son, who is the chief accountant of a particular company. We want them to marry so that they can produce a bigger or a mega family. The man would have to forsake certain things, just like the woman. If not for anything, for the ideology of that mega family. Now, by the time they put the end goal at their front, so many things will be forgone, and with little or no time, you find out that they will begin to enjoy that marriage, even though it is arranged. Understand?
So what you're trying to say now is, regardless of having your rights to be able to choose who you want as a partner, so you're saying that there are actually some advantages to arranged marriages.
Yes, there are a lot of advantages to arranged marriages. Most of our parents came through arranged marriage. Why it is difficult in our society today is because a lot of things have happened. Now, prior to this time, when our parents or our mom are being taken to whoever they are going to marry, who is now our father,
Yeah.
they don't know about a lot of things. Most of them have not savored their essence. Now, some of the things that makes arranged marriage not to work in our society today is, first of all, is the compatibility when it comes to sexual compatibility. Are you going to force me to marry a woman who has gone haywire when it comes to sex, or a man who has gone haywire when it comes to sex? You're not going to force me. In fact, most of the things that makes arranged marriage come to an end is basically on the aspect of sexual satisfaction. If you're saying, okay, I want to forget about, there are a lot of things you can sacrifice actually, but you see this sex one, it's not easy. You can't sacrifice everything when you know that the person you are dealing with is something else.
A lion.
A lion. Understand what I'm trying to say?
Emperor the Conqueror.
Are you going to say, because at the end of the day, consummating your marriage and every other thing should bring you satisfaction, it should bring you pleasure, it should bring happiness. The two of you should yearn for each other. And where such a thing is not available, you find out that those marriages. But let's say I've known this person for the past 12 years and we're dating. We've done everything we did at that time and we get married. You know that, okay, this was where we started. And okay, I can still continue like this. Now, our parents before now, most of them got married as virgins. And so both parties would have to learn each other and grow sexually. So with this, the arranged marriage then worked out fine. Don't forget that most of the women at that time also were taught how to respect their men. Not in this generation of I'm a feminist. And many people think that being a feminist is by being rude to all men or to the opposite gender. It goes beyond that.
Interesting.
Sometimes I think the problem is even knowledge.
Thank
You
you.
know too much of,
Thank you.
I know this, I know
this,
that.
Exactly.
When you know too much, it consumes you. And then, because like you said, our mothers did not know anything then. Even our fathers
They don't do much.
just come and produce children. That was just the
The
goal.
only thing they know, he can farm very well. He's a very strong man.
He has plenty yams
That's
in
all.
his barn. So
And then when they come, oh, my wife, Nkem can do this. We begin to discover each other. And then we produce from whatever that is on ground. But in our society today, it's not like that. You have a man who has more than 20 body counts coming to a girl who is almost like a virgin or even a virgin, and you want her to ride you like your other women. It's not this kind of thing. So at the end of the day, you find out that marriage would not work.
okay.
Would not work.
I think sex is one of it, Sha.
One of
There are
it.
lots of that. There are lots
There are
of
lots,
things.
yeah.
A lot.
So let's say Sister A grows up in a home where things are done in a kind of way. You know, there's a pattern, there's a way they live. The guys usually help do the chores. You know, she's carried about like an egg and everything. But then now this is her own marriage. So she comes into that marriage with that ideology. Okay, men will always help you. Men will always help you do your chores. My husband will help me with the mopping. He'll help me clean. He'll make sure that the fridge is clean.
Yeah.
But he come there. The man doesn't do no chores. He can't even lift up a broom.
He's an alpha man.
Oh, it's going to be a big issue. Because she's like, this is not my ideal man. So that's where this whole divorce. So I think for a marriage to work, I've been married for just 2 years, so please don't mind me. But then you have to bring out yourself. Like, okay, this is how I've been doing it. Take it off. And with
Start
this person,
again.
start again. Like, we learn how to do life. He doesn't like beans on Fridays. He likes it on Saturdays. Or, for instance, my husband, he doesn't like, we do these beans and dodo. Fry plantain. But he prefers the plantain to be cut inside the beans.
Okay.
I didn't like it though. Like, why would I have ripe plantain inside my beans? It's nice, but I don't like it all the time. But that's what he likes. I'll not now cook 2 different pots every time I want to make meat. So you have to adapt.
Are you beginning to like it now? Are you beginning to like the inside?
Choice. I'm eating it and I'm okay. I'm good.
Now, let me say something. You said something about your ideal kind of man. There's no ideal situation in life. Life is make do with what is available. So by the time you begin to have an ideal person, you probably not see that person.
That's the
Because
problem.
sometimes ideals has to do with 100%.
Already made.
But reality gives you
You're
less
not
than
even up to
20%. So how do you match the two? So that's how it is. Like you said, you
I'm just going to tell you to start considering
No.
what
wait.
Monsi said.
So like you said, a man growing up from where he doesn't do house chores, and the girl grows up from where men do house chores. They are two different families. Now I'm coming in. Moses have said, start afresh. Start afresh is the thing.
Yes.
First of all, the man also needs to understand that he has to start afresh.
Yes.
Just like the woman would also have to start afresh. Now, at that point in time, it is you telling your partner, you suggest, can we do it this way, sweetheart? Can we do it this way, my man? You will come to agreement and you move. Now, the Igbo say, Igbo ofu achara, ezokwasi ọkpa. When you cut one grass, you match it, you step on it and then continue. But by the time you want to do everything at once, it will break the marriage. Now, let me give you an example. When I was studying in Antioch Pastoral Institute of Theology, before I graduated, in the Archdiocese of Lagos, there was already 7,000 divorce letters waiting to be handled.
Wow.
Now, Catholics don't believe in divorce, if you must know. Divorce is not part of it when it comes to Catholics. Now, how is it that the Archbishop of Lagos have more than 7,000 letters, divorce letters? What were the reasons? Frivolous reasons, minor things.
He's pressing the toothpaste from the center. Why?
This is one of the examples that we. So at the end of the day, you find that many people think when it comes to marriage, life should just be sweet and all that. No.
Yeah.
You might have learned that person as your boyfriend or your girlfriend. When it comes to marriage, it's a different ballgame. Some men tend to be bossy the moment they bring you to their house. Some women tend to show you who they really are when they bring you to their house. And by the time you begin to see other things, you need wisdom to, okay, fine, this is part of it, but you just try and talk your wife into it. Have time to talk. Intimacy is not only when you have sex 20 rounds a day. It has to do with the conversation. The heart-to-heart conversation you have that have first of all led to that marriage and the goal that you want to achieve from this marriage. It becomes play your part, I play my part. Personally, for me, in every relationship, if I'm dealing with a lady and the lady is not playing her part, it's already a red flag for me.
So what if she doesn't know the part she's supposed to play?
While we are dating, I don't just walk up to you and say I want to date you. People date for different reasons, actually.
Yeah.
But then before I go up to a woman to say I want to date a woman, I will first of all will assess that woman. Because I'm not the type that I see a woman
Assessment.
after
Assessment.
No, I'm just saying I'm a guy, so I'm talking from the masculine perspective. Now, I'm not one of those guys who believe that I meet her after 3 months or after 2. I can know a girl for 1 year, 2-3 years.
Wow.
Wow.
You're patient too.
Yes, I have to be patient because I don't enjoy jumping from one relationship to the other.
Now certificates.
Understand me?
4 years course.
No, I'm not saying. You could know people for that long and nothing will happen. You can also know someone for 3-4 months.
Sharp,
You already
everything
know that,
is.
okay, things will happen. Now there's some other people who believe
Everything I
that.
prayed for.
Yes, now there are some other people who believe that. There's some other people who believe that within 2-3 days, things should begin to happen.
1 month.
So 1 month. Some people can even do it one day. See this girl begin to tell a girl you've not met. I have friends. I grew up.
And you worked for them.
Some of them will go, but the truth is that at the end of the day, they are not together. Perhaps the relationship could just survive for a period of let's say 1 year or 2 years. But at the end of the day,
How can you meet somebody today and start telling the person
she's not that kind of
I
girl.
beg,
She's not my
red
kind.
Don't
flag,
you believe in love at first sight?
Red side.
Wait, excuse me. Sorry, I'm going to digress.
Okay.
What do you mean? So there's no love at first. There is love at first sight.
I don't believe that,
After the
love?
butterflies, you come back to real life.
I'm telling
Wow.
you, which love at which side?
So I may know that.
Lost at first sight. You should say lost at first sight.
I'm telling you,
Not
which love? Just like
Because love is
that.
not something that just happens.
Yeah, of course.
And particularly in our African society, we should know that the African people don't just fall in love. They don't it grows.
Do we actually love in Africa?
We
As
do.
soon as I saw it, my heartbeat stopped.
Because it's more like
My brother, I don't die.
I'm not sure
We do.
because to me the most misunderstood and rubbish word
We do.
is love.
We do.
People use love for
love you.
any reason at all. They use love to sham.
Nah.
They use love to scam.
Yeah.
Anything. Love
Nah.
has suffered.
Now you said
So,
so.
so
I
so
love you.
I don't really know
Okay.
if love actually exists in Africa.
Actually, yes. You may say in Nigeria, don't say Africa. You've not.
It's a question. I'm not. I'm not
There are some
judging,
other
I'm
places in
asking.
Africa where they choose this word love to be very sacred.
Okay.
Personally, for me, I grew up learning how to use the word love when I'm talking to a woman or to a girl. You don't just
Masterclass.
because you want to win a woman. Because you want to win a woman, you now use the word love. There are other ways. There are other interesting words that you could use apart from love. Particularly when you understand the meaning of the word love. So, like I said, everything has to do with upbringing. I grew up in a family where I don't have a biological sister. I have to do the washing. I have to do the cooking. I have to go to the market. As a
have
matter of
four
fact,
sisters, I'm not denying.
sometimes, if my mom,
This is what we're talking about.
if my mom is angry, part of my punishment is, go to the market. I don't like going to the market.
Wow.
Mom,
Like, go to the
yeah,
market. She doesn't mind giving me, maybe transportation from my house to the market, let's say 500 naira. She will not give me 100 naira to buy something. No, buy something and give me 500 naira for transport. Just go to
So
the
you
market.
know that it's just because she wants to actually
Just
punish
go
you
to
for
the
that.
market, yes. So
Then
if I get married to a woman who wants the man to do the washing, it's not a big deal for me. I would not
That's
even work.
to you.
I will do your laundry. I will do your ironing. It's not a problem.
So that's you.
That's you, because lots
That's
of
you.
guys.
Like we said,
That
like we
is
said,
you.
If
Please.
what if at the end of the day I get married to a woman who don't like me doing the washing?
Eh?
I will have to adjust.
My sister.
Yes.
Woman
Because
does not
No,
like
there are women like that.
I don't
What
understand.
are you
have to
doing here?
adjust.
Please go inside now. Go
They
inside.
want you to be there.
If I'm standing there with them, we'll start irritating them. Please leave
You need
now.
to learn it also for the
Wow.
marriage to
Yes.
survive.
You need to wash clothes.
Yes.
So you advertise yourself. I'm helping you to do more advertisement.
Wash
Where
clothes.
should they write the letter to? Okay. So let's see. So what about religion? Do we think religion can play a part in this case of arranged marriages? So aside us having scenarios whereby some people are betrothed from birth, and some other scenarios whereby maybe from a political angle where a particular family has a daughter and another family has a son, and they want the two of them to come together because they are going to gain more affluence and prestige and influence when the two families merge their wealth together. Aside that, do we also see scenarios whereby maybe a pastor's son and a pastor's daughter, so that the church can move forward?
Sure.
Does religion have anything to do with this
It
arranged
does.
stuff?
It does.
By
does,
80%, religion plays vital role. In fact, most of the marriages that are happening, that is not even arranged marriage. Okay, let's even say, when we say arranged marriage, we are talking about this parent bring this one and this one. But sometimes also, before the marriage, let's say during courtship or dating, John, I saw this girl, I think she looks like your kind of girl. She's my friend. Can I hook the two of you up together?
Yes. Apart from parents, friends can also.
Now,
Colleagues.
when I was
Because your
youth
friend knows
president-
your spec,
when I was
knows
youth
the kind
president
of.
in my parish, yeah, I know how many people. Most of the marriages that happened during my tenure as a president then were more like had my influence.
Why was I not around?
How does it happen?
Why was I
I was
not
the
around?
president then.
Oh,
Every young man that comes around wants to be my friend. Most of the ladies also wants to be my friend because I was very jovial. So
I'm
like-
jovial. Oh.
I'll be like, that guy, that girl you're talking to. They'll be like, that girl you're talking to. That girl you're talking to. How about her? Is
She
she your
taking?
girlfriend? Is she taking? No, she's not married. She's not taking.
is she free?
Is she free? She's free. Okay, how do we do it? I'll be like, okay, fine.
You used to collect arrangement fee.
No, I don't collect arrangement fee.
Why not?
I don't do that. But then I'll be like, okay, I know her house. She's a good person. Okay, can I meet her? How do we do it? I'll be like, okay, don't worry. I'll give you a call during the week or at a particular time. After I'm done conversing with the lady, this is what this person wants, and all that. Okay, what's your plan? What do you want to achieve in life and all that? So when she gives me her own mind, I also try to bring it. This is what this person is saying. Are you sure it is something you would like to go for? At the end of the day, if the guy is willing to go for it, okay, I'll find the time to meet the two of them. Now, I'm not a pastor. I'm just a youth
A supervisor.
leader. Understand me? And most of the time, these people I have done this for, the both parties could be older than I am. But then I am an authority because of who I am, my influence and all that. So I wouldn't lie to you. Some of the marriages that happened in my parish, more than 4 of them came through me meeting with this one and meeting with this one, and they agreed after
they're
a
still
period.
They are still
Yeah,
together.
they are still together.
So can we start a business?
No,
Let's do matchmaking.
I can't do matchmaking people now because I'm no longer in that business. So, but what I'm trying to say is, most of the relationships that has led to marriage today also came via arrangements. The guy looks like a spec. The guy looks like your kind of guy. Can we meet? You meet and the two of you talk. And before you know, one thing lead to one thing. And people start dating. Next thing, now you are the one who brought them together.
Yeah.
You just see them one
You
day,
will not be
they are
hearing from them
already
again.
engaged. Oh, we didn't tell you, he was the one who started before. They will just
going
invite you for a
well,
wedding, and the
though.
wedding happens. So the truth is this: everything that has to do with marriage, first of all, needs arrangements before it happens.
But not the RNG, not like
Yes, the other is not.
From what I've heard so far, like the definitions, the scenarios we've painted, it's more like we are saying that almost all marriages were arranged.
somehow.
That's actually what's
Somehow, only not almost all marriage. A good percentage of the marriages that have happened were arranged. Only a few people walk up to whoever they are dealing with,
I see
and
you.
okay, they
By this time next year.
became friends, and after they were friends, and one thing happens, and they started dating, and it leads to marriage. But most of the time, we are talking about Lagos. In Lagos, do you like that
Anything
girl?
can
Are kind of
happen in
girl?
Lagos
Anything can
now.
happen.
I was working
Even-
for somebody and he also tried to arrange. As in, you are my
Arrange-
oga.
arrange you for somebody.
Eh.
It happens.
why do you not agree?
Because.
I have a mentor who is a barrister. She knows me when I was the youth president in the parish where I was. At some point, she posted the girl I knew. She was one of the ladies in our church then. I was like, oh, I called the lady's name and all that. She was like, how far are you in? So, am I in? Is okay, fine. Would I like to have anything to do with this girl? And I was like, I just laughed it out. I know that. I said, no, I'm not in. I'm not. That kind of thing. And she understood. Now, if I was interested, she can strike that deal,
Okay.
and maybe it would happen, and I'll begin to have one or two things to do with the lady. So
That's my fear when it comes to arrange. What if along the line you now start dating this person and then somehow it doesn't work out again?
see,
You now fall back to your arrange. You see what's your product.
no.
Look at the person.
That's where
No,
you
now
have to be
like
mature.
the person that
The
actually
reason
gave
why-
you that lead.
Yes.
It's not like he or she says that it's stamped already that it
Yes.
must work. It
No,
must not
I'm
work.
always avoiding that, Sha.
No, you don't need to avoid it. Should I tell you something?
Yes, listen to mama.
Marriage, or life has to do with you. If you come together and your values is not aligned, respect yourself to
Yes,
just end.
please.
Of course.
And that's
If
why.
you come together like after getting married. Or
No. If
relationship,
No,
you are
like
dating,
relationship.
if you are in a relationship
Dating,
and your
courting.
values does not align, don't and for you to survive this, the man and the woman in question will have to have discipline. Most of the time, people come together and before you know, 2 months. What is 2 months? 2 days, 3 days. They already started having intercourse with each other. And so, at some point, at some point in time, you'll be like, but we have had this now. We have had this now. you begin to you begin to take what the things you ordinarily will not accept from a person just because you have savored each other's essence.
Yeah.
So what is that?
Let's not say
Let's just
finish.
continue to move.
Let's not just did
We'll
one.
go with the flow.
It also takes a bold step to say, irrespective of what has happened, I think our values know aligned. Let us end it here. Let us end it.
But it takes a lot of guts because some people, like in Igbo language, they say "ana soiru." Some people, because of the kind of people that are involved in matchmaking them
In
or
the
bringing them
matchmaking,
together,
they will
just keep
continue. Let's
pushing,
just keep
pampering.
going.
Let's just continue because
That's-
probably they have one or two things to gain
Yes.
from those people that
Everything.
arrange
Life
this.
is about what I'm
Thank you
getting.
very much. That's where it
What
is
am I
wrong.
getting?
Now, what you are going to look at is what is going to be the end result.
You
What
want
if- what
marry
if you
fine
gain-
woman is because you want
Perhaps-
your children to be beautiful.
Perhaps you want to gain money because the people who are involved, they are going to
Mama,
sponsor your
don't
wedding,
Will you
they
marry
are going to
an-
pay for
an
everything and
ugly
all that. But that is you belittling yourself, getting married to a woman or accepting to marry a person because somebody promised to sponsor your wedding.
Or sponsor vacation.
Okay.
Oh my God!
What
We're
about
going to Paris.
after everything? The marriage is now between you and her. Many people
person,
prepare
yeah.
so much for their wedding,
Yes.
leaving behind their marriage.
Yes.
So that's the problem in our society today.
And then when you enter the marriage, the scale just falls. So,
Just
is
falls.
it
All the
this girl?
eyelashes are out.
Is this the same person?
Like, is it the kind of person?
But I think religion really has a like
explains
we were
a-
talking
a
before
lot of
the break, like during the break.
Yeah.
I said in the Bible, even in the Bible, Abraham was the one that told his servants, please go to this certain place and get me a wife for my son.
And that was how
Do you
Rebecca
understand?
came.
So, and that was how Rebecca came. And then these are, apart from parents, like we also said, we have friends also. Your friend is closest to you. Sometimes friends are closer to you than family. So your friend even knows what your do's and don'ts. They know your spec, they know your likes. And then when they see somebody that will fit into your person,
Yeah.
they say, I found this. You will like this person.
So, you
Just
must
try
make
this person. Yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Let me even cut you. There's a story I'm going to tell you. While I was in school, I have a friend. They are classmates. A lady and a guy. They dated from year 1 to final year. To cut the story short, they are not married today.
Oh.
What ended it? My pastor said.
Oh.
My pastor
I
said.
said it.
So he plays a major
So
role.
this answers the question
There's even a
already.
story actually that my husband told me about.
Yeah.
So is that even our people? So they
Yeah. Okay, but not doing people too.
so they got married. Yeah, he's a nice guy. My daughter, come. There's this guy. There's this focused, God-fearing, sweet. He
Straightforward.
can take care of you. He fears God. He hears from God.
Wow.
They got married, and then the guy was giving her some blows.
Ish.
Wow.
Spiritual punches.
Deal breaker.
Box the devil.
So we need to take our time, actually.
Okay. So what we are saying now is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm trying to like gather up what everything we've discussed now. So what we are saying is that arranged marriages are still ongoing, even in this age.
Ongoing.
Not as, not as much as it was
It
back
has-
then.
Yes, it has. Let's say it has taken a new form.
Yes, not
Okay.
it.
Okay,
I
it
don't
has
even
taken
think
a
he
new
reduced
form.
it. He has taken a new form, like you
it's still
said.
very much present.
Very,
If-
very.
If possible, it's even higher,
I'm
but
telling
just
you.
in another form.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it happens every day.
Yes.
Every day.
Okay. So that's good to know. And then we also said that for marriages to actually work, we have to, like you said it's two mumus have to come together.
Yes.
So we have to drop all the things we think we know
Yes.
and be ready to actually make some sacrifices for marriages. to
Study
move
new
forward.
course. New
Selflessness.
outline, everything.
Selflessness. Nice. Okay, so I think we have to draw the curtain here. Yeah, we have to draw the curtain here, and it's been a really, really, really interesting topic, and I had fun discussing it with each and every one of you. Diloma, MC sir,
Barrister.
engineer sir.
Why are you
So
guys
it's
saying right now?
It's so nice having you guys, and thank you so much for bringing your color and your flavor to the whole setting. Okay, so we are going to have to wrap it up here, guys, and thank you so much for being with us today. And please, if you have not seen the other episode where we talked about misconceptions of feminism, trust me, you would want to see it. Okay, so till we'll come your way next time, I remain Glow, and our podcast remains Let's Talk with Glow, and of course it is brought to you by Copper Studios. Thank you so much. Till we meet again. Goodbye.